Well, hopefully I'm live now. Computer's being a little bit slow for me. So I'm trying to bring up my live so I can actually see the chat. How's everybody doing on Friday night? Come on. Gotta see my chat. Says I'm live. There's 3 of you there so far. Oh, I can see myself now. Oh, my wife's here. Taz, Joel. Oh, I can see myself now. Uh-oh, I can hear myself now. Oh, my wife's here. All right, I'll turn that speaker off for you guys. How y'all doing? So, I tried doing the TikTok thing, and I had to download the studio thing. So I was trying to download that. I actually got it downloaded on my computer. Then I wasn't able to log in on it. All kinds of problems. And then when I was able to figure out, well, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, it says. So then I scroll down a little bit further, and then it says, well, you don't have to have 1,000 subscribers if you already are doing lives. So you just have to apply. So I applied, and I got instant access, to go to do lives now. However, I still can't log in on this stupid thing. So I'll have to try again later. Maybe tomorrow or something, I don't know. So I should be able to log in on it, and then we'll see how it works. You just got back from a Christmas parade. That's awesome. I think we usually have one around here, too. I had to update mine, too. For some reason. It's a Galaxy. So I had a little bit of problems getting started today. But I'm definitely going live, so here I am. But I didn't realize that it was going to be that difficult to get TikTok working. And I saw other potters on TikTok, so I wanted to give it a shot, why not? So anyhow, where did my wire go? Oh, it's over there. Hang on, I gotta get my stuff. My area kind of got messed up here a little bit. Well, that's one of the wires. But hopefully I can get TikTok on tomorrow night, or at least tomorrow sometime. I'll mess with it and see if I can get it working. Man, I don't know where my other wire got to. I know I have another wire here somewhere. This one here is awful long. But I have it set up over here. If you can see this, for 2 people. I have my wheel set up over here. Kind of rearranged things with my other wheel because I had my wife's sisters here and they were learning how to throw and stuff like that and having some fun. So anyhow, I was rearranging a few things, and so everything's kind of out of place for me right now. Oh man, I bet they did have a blast, Joel. Yeah, Joel had a really good stream today. And that wheel, I'll tell you what, that wheel's working for you. It's definitely definitely helping you do a better job, I think. Because now you're not kicking it all the time and trying to work with a wheel that's slowing down constantly. And And I'm sure you're loving it probably even more now. Come on, turn on, would you? There we go. You got your first snow. Holy cow. I knew up in Erie they got a bunch of snow in Pennsylvania. Like 4 feet or so. Middle Tennessee. Oh. Yeah, you gotta be loving that for sure. I was happy when I got this wheel, I tell you, because my other wheel is light. It's a lightweight wheel, and it was working great. But when I wanted to make a heavier piece, I could definitely tell that it wasn't the right wheel. You know, it's great. I think it works good, but if you're gonna make mugs all day or whatever, that's probably the perfect wheel. Even some small bowls. But this here wheel, it's a Creative Industries. But I'm telling you, man, this thing, it works great. I haven't had any issue with it whatsoever. Yeah, this clay right here is some, I need to wedge this clay out. There we go. There's some better stuff. How bad is a Cadillac compared to the other one for sure? I don't know. It didn't look like you were struggling too much, Joel. I mean, it looked to me like your pieces were pretty center, you know. And your walls are coming up nice and straight. So, you know, if you ask me, I think you're doing a pretty good job. And look at it this way. You're only going to get better from here, you know. I don't care if you stop throwing for probably 3 months, 6 months, you'd come back to it. And once you threw a few pieces, you'd be right back at it again. You knew I'd switch to YouTube. Well, that's because I couldn't get the TikTok working right now. I still want to try it though. I mean, and I also want to try, like I want to try an operating system where I can stream on a lot of different platforms at one time. Because that way I can hit like Facebook, I can hit like TikTok, YouTube. What's the other one that's real popular? I don't know. There's a few of them that's real popular. And Twitch too, but you know, Twitch is so much for gaming, it seems. I don't know. I like Twitch. I did see that a couple of people, looks like they liked and subscribed, so that's good because I am going to go live on there here eventually. I just have to figure it all out. It's just another thing to try to figure out, you know? I'm not a huge fan of TikTok. I never really was. But when I saw other potters on there, I'm thinking, wait a minute here. What am I missing? Am I missing something? You know, am I able to get in on that and try it, you know? So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. There might be a big audience on there. I just don't know. The person that was making pottery had a pretty good audience. So I would think I would too, but I don't know. We'll see. I like Twitch too. I do. I was following, which I think she's back now, but there was somebody on Twitch, Tori Says. I was following her for the longest time and everything. Probably since 2015 or so. She had a big following on Twitch. But I think she got taken off, of course. And then now I think she's right back on. So what's kind of nice about Twitch is if you have an Amazon account, like an Amazon Plus, or I don't know what it is, but you can get on there and it's like $5 or something. You know, if you wanted to join with the Twitch person, it's yeah, Prime. That's it, Prime. So that seemed pretty cool, but it was a way to help generate some money for your work, you know, because potters don't make a whole lot of money. Let's face it, they don't. So they make enough to survive. That's about it. There's not anything extra, you know. Yeah, I actually never had Discord either. But Discord seems all right, and I'm getting used to it, you know. It's different, for sure. I need to make about 50 of these mugs. So I'm going to make 1-pounders and try to get 50 of them done. Well, I need to get 50 of them done tonight. At least thrown. I need to do some handles too. So it's a lot of mugs, but I want to do them. I want to get them done. And why not do it with a crowd and with some friends with me, right? To help the night pass along with me. Hi, Gail. Hey, cool. I just had my dinner. I had pizza for dinner. Usually Friday nights, the wife doesn't like to cook. And I can't blame her because she makes dinners every day of the week. So, you know, everybody's got to have a day off, right? Yeah, it's going to be a long stream. I don't care if it goes past midnight, to be honest with you. Because I want to get them done. So, you know, however many people can stick with me, that's fine. I know some people, it's late for them already. So, I completely get it. But just to let you know, I'll be here. So if you wake up and you just feel like you can't sleep, I'll probably still be here. Chicken pot pie. Wow. You should have had one of my pie dishes. I just got pizza tonight. Vietnamese pork bowls. Wow. You guys are eating like the rich, man. Although I don't know if I like Vietnamese food though. I'm not big on a lot of change in my diet like that. I'm kind of what they call a meat and potatoes guy, if you can't tell. I'll try, Murray. I tried today. Been a rough week, but even if I fall out, I'll do it plain. That's all right. Like I said, I know if I am on that late, you know, not everybody's going to stay up. My wife will be out probably by 9 o'clock. So I'm going to get as many of these clay balls ready to go. I'm probably going to have to get another bag of clay out here. Some of this clay is really wet. But since I'm just making mugs, it won't be too bad. Perfect. I'll scream at the screen. Yeah, these are a bit wet. Yeah, that's not, maybe I can use this one. I'm not going to try anything real big tonight because of these mugs. I still have some stuff drying. I still have stuff to get back into the kiln for another oxidation firing. How many do I have? All right, I have 13 of them so far. This is too wet here. I got to put this back. This is sticking to my hands just, and that's not going to work for me. So let me get another bag. ASMR, hi. How you doing tonight? Gosh. All right. What's a pound right there? Is that a pound? Nope. Too much. Well, I'm glad you got the, yeah, you know, I didn't put it in Discord actually, unless somebody did for me. But I did put a notification out on YouTube that was only about 10 minutes long till I went on, so it was kind of a quick thing because I was trying to get TikTok working to go live on TikTok, but it wasn't working, so it is what it is. Yeah, we were discussing it and what to do. And TikTok's completely new to me. I got people following me. I have no idea who the heck they are. I think they're just like bot stuff, or I don't know. Some of them seem kind of fishy to me, but all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Holy smokes. And if I can cut that in half perfectly, which I won't be able to. Well, that's close. I like going live Friday nights because I can stay up late. I feel like I'm so rushed. Like through the week, I'm rushed because it's usually a long day at work, and then till I eat and get things set up and stuff, it just seems like the night flies for me, and I can't get anything done. £16. Wow. That baby's growing. Very close. Wow. Yep, she is growing fast. Yeah, Leah's got me. She knows. All right. All right. Let's start throwing some stuff. And I probably ought to start. I kind of don't want to, but I'm going to end up pulling these off the wheel head because I don't have enough bats. Yeah, my daughter just had a baby boy. They grow quickly. So Gail, if you're still on here, I got a question. What is it? The other YouTuber, what's his name? Clay Nation or what's it's called? I can't remember what's something Nation, right? What's his name? Dominic? I just can't remember his name. If you're still on here, let me know. Earth Nation. Dante. That's right. Dante. Do you know where he's located, Gail? California. Wow. have to have to come up with this style of mug I want, and I have a feeling this is not the style I want. I already made it a little bit too thin. I have too much clay at the bottom. Yeah, I'd love to be able to talk with Dante. Oh, that's how you heard about me, Gail. I didn't realize that. How did you find out about me from watching him? Because he's been on YouTube for quite a while, if I remember correctly. Oh, he mentioned me. Oh. That's wild. I didn't I think I remember you saying something to me about this, but I didn't realize that he actually mentioned me. And I didn't realize that that's how you found out about me. That's pretty cool that you mentioned me. He does seem like a really nice guy. It's actually a pretty nice mug, actually. I think it turned out pretty good. The bottom's a little bit wonky. As far as I left too much at the bottom, I think. Yeah, Gail, I didn't even look to see if he was even following me or not. I guess he must have been. I don't think I can really see who follows me on YouTube. At least I haven't found a way to find out, so. Let's see. I want to do something nice with this bottom. I don't know what to do with it yet. What if I do... I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like that. Yeah, I agree, Gail. He's got a lot of great videos. A person can learn a lot off of him, for sure. He's been through the glaze process, too, which is pretty cool. So what if I do that, and then I do, I'm not sold on that. Let's see. Yeah, he makes all his glazes, yeah. And I want to learn more about that. Next year is going to be the year that I want to try to learn all I can about glazing. I know a little bit. I don't I don't know enough. So, and I think there's always something to learn with it, you know. And I'm kind of into the chemistry of it as well. So, I mean, I realized that I think some of it he doesn't really go into the chemistry of it, but I think I'm going to try that shape of a mug. Remember, I got to try to make 50 of these. So I don't want to make them too difficult. Wish I had a profile already set up with that bottom. That'd make it a lot faster for me. Well, that's what I think too, Gail. I mean, you know, the more you learn about the glazes and what goes into them, and all the different, you know, all the different elements and pigments and just everything. It's just so good to know what it is. You know, I feel like if you understand what's in it and how it was, with how you produced it, you're not just simply buying stuff. You're actually doing the chemical analysis that, you know, this is what's going to get me. And I think there's so much of a benefit to learn that way. It's going to take some learning for me, though. I mean, it's going to be quite a process. But I think I'm going to enjoy it because I like stuff like that anyhow. And I used to love chemistry when I was a kid. But not too many people could say that. But I did like it a lot. Oh man, I can't find the there it is. I'm looking for one tool that I got one time. I got this years ago. This tool here, it's kind of neat. It just has a lot of different edges on it and stuff. Just metal tool. Yeah, Gail, that's exactly it. You know, you have a better idea what you're going to get. You know. And I think that's fascinating. To me, that's fascinating. So, it'd be nice to be able to do that down here, but it's just not what I'm looking for. But what I have used this for was when I'm doing the inside edge of mugs, is I'll sometimes use this and then put my finger on this edge out here and go in just ever so gradually, just like that, just barely touching it. And what I'm trying to do is put a lip on that mug that better suits the lips when you're trying to drink out of it. I guess you can kind of tell, Gail, that when I look at stuff like this, even the clay and how I make pieces, I analyze what's going to feel right to the user, you know? I mean, it's not just about how it looks. Of course, that's a big part. But how it performs, you know? You think about a car or a truck or anything like that, you know, most people think about the luxuries of it, or not. I say that they look at the looks first. I think the looks catch it first, and then second is all the little details. And I kind of want that about my pieces too, you know. Yes, most commercial glazes are made to be super stable, although they have recently been coming out with more reactive glazes, trying to intimidate or animate cone 10 glazes and firings. I know, I do love cone 10. That's why I want to get a gas a gas kiln. I want to do some cone 10s. I think that's going to look good. Let's see how close I can make the rest of them. Because I didn't really lose any clay. So, no, I didn't lose any clay. I'm not going to lose on the other one. So, I got to try to get this off of here. And this is where I'm afraid that I made it too thin. I'm trying to pick this piece up off of here. Yep. It came off. Just like that. And it's still round. Awesome. That was perfect, actually. All right, let's do that again. Only like 50 some times, right? So now I got my, I took away my shelving. Now I'm trying to put everything on top of this freaking other wheel. All right, so I'm going to try to make the next mug look like that one. It won't be perfect. So don't expect that. Exactly. You always have to think about the user, like the lip not dripping, yes, like you do on your handles. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's just me. I've always been that way. When I pick up a mug, if it fits my hand right, it feels comfortable, I'm going to use it. If my lips, when I drink out of it, feels comfortable and it doesn't run down my chin, I'm more likely to use that mug. That's right, Gail. Nothing's perfect, especially when it comes to pottery. But pottery isn't meant to be perfect. All right, that's about the size I had before. And I can tell you, when it's nice outside, you think I'm going to be in here throwing? No. I'll drag my stuff outside and throw outside. That would be fun, throwing outside. And I think Bob Ross was correct. I grew up watching that man paint. Probably most of us did. Hey Adrian, how you doing, bud? Glad to see you're here. Yep, exactly, Gail. Well, I'm glad you made it. Who, me? I loved his passion. He certainly had a passion for his art, you know? Well, I don't know. Sometimes you guys start up conversations. I don't know who you're talking to. All right, come on now, get with it. I'm not adding enough water. Getting dry. Come on. There we go. There we go. Well, daggone it. That kind of looks like it. If it looks like it, it's perfect. Because it won't be just like it. To me, it looks like it's a little bit wide at the bottom. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. Got a little too excited moving it out. Get some of the slip off of it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I kind of like that. Now, can I emulate what I did down here? I'm not so sure. Let's see. We'll do that. You like this shape? Yeah, I like this shape too. I gotta say, I think I like it too. It's a little bit different than the other mugs I've done. Ooh, be careful. I don't want to grab too much at one time. Suppose I could always just use my finger. Yeah, I think it's a good shape. I think I'm pretty happy with that shape. I actually think it looks better than the last one I just did. Which is a good thing, I guess. It's getting better. And I always trim the bottom of my pots to make it easier to clean up for later. All right. That one's done. This is where if you're a production potter, you're kicking these off the wheel one after the other. Make sure your hands are perfectly dry. Not bad. As you can see, it grew a little bit. So I actually made that one thinner than the other one. So just a bit taller and a bit wider. But I think I kind of like the shape, this shape better than I do this one. Yeah, I think I do. All right, and that's the same amount of clay. So let's just keep going. You drink a lot of sodies. Thank you, Gail. Has anybody heard of Bob lately? Thank you, Leah. Yeah, I was wondering because I was looking in the chats for him, and I think last time I heard from Bob was the beginning of the week, right? So I think my hockey puck was bigger too. I think it was than the first one I did. Because just looking at this one here, it was a little bit bigger than the first one. I'm pretty sure it is. And I don't remember seeing Bob in the Discord this week. I mean, maybe he was. I didn't see him. Okay. Just wondering about him, haven't heard from him. Oh, I knew why the other one was a little bit taller. I made the bottom thinner. I bet that's what it was. Because it's taller and wider, so I made the bottom thinner. That's where most of the clay came from, probably. To be honest with you, though, I think I'd like to trim the bottoms. I'd like to have a foot on this mug. I think it would look better if it had a foot on it. Especially since I'm putting the edge around the bottom of it like I am. It would look better if it had a foot. Yeah, me too. That's why I brought it up. I thought maybe somebody might have heard from him or something, but I hope nothing happened to him. I gotta change the way I'm doing this too. Let's start bringing it in like this for this first pull. Just makes it a little bit easier for me. I'm not putting enough water on. I've got to get more out of that bottom. It's a little bit better. I keep peeling off clay at the bottom. I gotta be careful with that. Okay. I think I have my height. I need to bring it out more, which will lower my height. Bottom got narrower. You know what? That's... Let's do that. Alright. Oops, just lost my tool. Alright. Let's get my shape. Come out at the bottom a lot more. There we go. There we go. We'll shape it up a little bit more. Hi, Lamer. There we go. I need to get my mirror over here. That way I don't have to bend down to see my piece. So that worked just as good. Putting my finger like that, I'm going into the crease of my knuckle, and I'm shaping it that way. All right. I like that one. So at least they're all looking about the same, which is fine. Hey, just lurking. Good to see you in here. There we go. Yep, that's a wiener. Okay. I do like it. I do. You're anxious. Why are you so anxious? Oh, wow. Yeah, it's quite early. Well, well, well. So that's that one. It's closer to this one. It looks a lot more like that one, to be honest with you. So just after two, I have two here that look identical now. So I'm pretty happy with that. You're only talking an eighth of an inch probably from here to here anyhow. That's nothing. So they're pretty close to each other. I'm going to keep going. They're only going to get better. What type of clay stuff do I do? Well, I do just about anything. I do mugs and bowls and pie dishes and wine glasses and candle holders and mixing bowls, urns. I've made some urns already. Let's see. I made oil lamps. So really just about anything. I do sculptures as well. I mean, not huge sculptures, okay? Don't get me wrong. I don't do anything huge. But I like doing smaller stuff. You know, I've made some dolphins. I made some piggies. I made piggy banks, by the way. Anything you can use in the kitchen, or I don't know, just about anything. Dolphin cups, yeah. Program like sober living and such, yeah. Oh, I have to read up further. I missed what you were talking about. Okay. Well, Amar, I mean it happens. It happens. You know, you just gotta pick yourself back up though. Never ever give up. If I remember correctly, Leah's been through this. You're from Estonia. Oh. You know what? I don't think I can tell you where Estonia is on the map. That's pretty sad if I can't tell you where that's at. The 12 steps towards sobriety is the whole process, but it helps you let go of all that stuff that keeps you up at night. Under Finland. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it does tell me something. Thank you. I couldn't picture where it was. you get all wonky on me now? I know it went a little fast, but I thought you could handle it. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Gotta be careful, my hands were getting dry. Every time that you see the mug kind of move, it's because I hit a dry spot. And as my fingers grabbing the clay, that could have been pretty bad. Head down, and I gotta sleep. Or something. It's a heavy start, but it's a start. Yep. And you gotta keep on moving, keep on working at it. You just gotta remember that temptation that's getting at you is the devil. The devil's eating at you. Don't let him do that to you. Don't let him win. Did I flare that edge too far? No, I don't think so. I do like the shape. It's not perfect, right? It's not perfectly like the other one. But doggone it, it's close enough. In my eyes, it's close enough. I gotta do this another way. This has got to be faster for me. Let's see. Get my tool off the floor. At least it didn't get all yucky. Well, that's good. I know you'll fix it. I have faith that you will. Addiction is a very tough thing to get over, and you need to have friends by you when you fall, you know? And I didn't mind that you brought it up in this chat either. This chat is, everybody helps everybody else in this chat, I think, you know? We all become kind of a little bit like family. I like to help people, and I think my chat will reflect that. Yes, it's a safe place. We don't allow people in here that are nasty. And if they get in here, they're not in here very long. Trust me. They don't stay. There we go. Gail, I think I'm reaching the mug that I want. They're all similar, though. They're all very similar. Man, I gotta take these towels outside and get the hose to them. Get full of clay. No, not exhausting, but not with this stuff. Yep. Yep. So Gail, do you know if Dante has a regular schedule that he does lives on? You have to forgive me. I didn't look on his YouTube to see if he posted it or anything, but I thought maybe you may know by chance. Woo, look at that. I do like that shape. It's kind of growing on me. They're all pretty similar to each other. And that's a pound of clay. I had a teacher that used to tell me, make 50 and then we'll talk. Yeah, I think your teacher is pretty smart, Gail. Because that's really about what it is. You got to make a lot of them before that muscle memory is there, you know? Once you get that muscle memory, it doesn't matter. Then you're just going to keep throwing it. It's going to be the same. On Saturdays, oh. Okay. Well, then I'm going to have to, well, I think I do have notifications on there, but I'm going to double check and make sure I do because I want to catch him. I want to see if I can talk to him. Because I got to tell you, I've watched many of his videos. Because you always got to watch other potters because there's always a chance you can learn something new. You know? Always learn something new. No potter does the same thing as another potter. Mid-mornings. Okay, thank you, Gail. So yeah, well, I'm from the United States. Leah's from the United States. You know, I think the reason why I like that shape of a mug, it's kind of like a, and forgive me women, but it's kind of like a woman, right? You start out like this, and he goes like that. So it's kind of like that hourglass shape in a way. And you got to remember the feeling that you felt when you were 6 weeks clean, right? You got to remember that feeling and how good you felt when you were that clean. And before you ever try to fall off that wagon again, I want you to remember, wait a minute, this is going to really feel bad. I feel really good right now, you know? It felt good to be, you know, clean. Yes, it is, Gail. It's very much about the human shape. And when you're making stuff like this, I love how the clay moves between my fingers and in my hands. It's like it's talking to you in a way, you know? It's kind of like it's speaking to you. Yep, absolutely, Gail. Oh, I knew it. I felt it. I went a little bit too fast from what the wheel was moving, and I felt it come apart on me. This clay is very soft, by the way, but I knew it was happening. I knew when it happened, it was just going to go. Yeah, you can tell I was really thin there. Really, really thin. Too thin. All right. Where's that bag at that's all soft? I got a place for you. You're right, Gail. That's when you say, oh, there's the first doggy bowl for the day. And I laugh. We've all done that. I've done that. Because I didn't want to throw away the whole piece. All right. Let's go at this again. Ooh, I should have cleaned that off a little bit more. It spit all over me. Oh, it got over my screen too. Well, Leah, Pride County is not as bad as going into a prison, right? You have more freedom in prison? Really? I didn't even know that. You're a very messy thrower. Hey, nothing wrong with that, Gail. Many of throwers are very messy. I'm kind of a cleaner thrower, I think. I always try to keep my hands kind of cleaned off from the edge of the bucket, and I don't use a whole lot of water, but just enough. I've tried using a sponge, and the sponge has worked on big pieces to where I can get the sponge in and start pulling up. That really helps me for big pieces, but little pieces, I need to be able to feel that thinness of the wall. There's a spot in this clay. I can feel it. Oh, I got you, Gail. I know what you mean. You keep it in this hand here. You kind of keep it in this hand here. There we go. Just a tiny, tiny wobbly. And I feel like this is taller for some reason. Oh yeah, I see a lot of potters doing that actually, Gail. They keep a lot of that slip on their hands. There we go. Got it back. How'd I meet Jackie? Well, you'll never believe this. But I don't know if you remember way back in the day when the internet when the internet started and you had Yahoo. And they had a thing with Yahoo called Yahoo Personals. And it was basically like a get to know you kind of thing. And you know, give them dates and that kind of thing. Well, that's where we met. And we kind of went on one date, and then kind of just kept on happening. But that's how we met. So pretty unconventional, I think, at least for that back in the day, you know. But the funny thing was, is she lived really close to me. So that was the other thing that kind of, you know. And neither of us lived in a big town. So that's kind of how we met. Not a huge story, but an interesting one, I guess. Oh, come on. I don't want to screw it up now. I just had it where I wanted it. There we go. I'm going to let it alone. When did you know you were in love? I don't know. I don't know. I guess it wasn't that long until we realized that we were, you know. It seemed to happen pretty quickly, actually. And propose, we actually really didn't have a proposal, to be honest with you. We were in a Celtic shop, and they had all kinds of, you know, Scottish stuff and Celtic stuff, and it just, and I saw these rings, and they were handmade from Ireland, as an artist from Ireland, and we were both looking at them, you know, and she put the one ring on, and it fit, and so, and she said, "Well, I really like this one," and I would just. Being married was the furthest thing from my mind. Okay. I mean, I like the rings because I like the style of them, you know, and the artist did a good work on it. You know, I appreciate art, so that's what drew me to the rings in the first place. Like I said, marriage wasn't on my mind, so I laugh about it. You know, we bought them that day. And here's the thing is, I bought them, but it didn't, you know, to me, we weren't engaged at that time. I just bought them because, you know, we were in love, but it's kind of like, well, I'm still waiting, right? You know? Well, I got in the truck, and she had a ring on again, and she never took it off. So, at that point, I guess we were engaged. You know, it's kind of stupid how it all happened, but that's how it happened, really. I need a Jackie in my life too. Yeah, well, and it can just happen like that. I mean, it was kind of strange the way it happened. There was nothing rocket science about it. It wasn't like, I mean, I was looking to just go on dates and meet people. I wasn't expecting really like a real strong relationship at that time, right? I mean, but it happened, and you know, what can you do, right? When it just happens. You guys can't see this, but there's a little spider crawling on my mug. He's right there. Come on. Dude, you're just going to get stuck. You don't want to come off my mug. All right. Oh, that's thin. All right. Here we go. That's not bad, but I don't know if you can see them. There's a little tiny spider right there. This little house spider. All right, dude. Hang out. Have some fun. Guess he wants to watch too. All right. Cladock. Yeah. Yeah, they were Cladock. Yeah, for sure. If the shoe fits. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it was. You know? It's not stupid at all. Well, you know. How old were we? Well, I was 40. I wasn't young. I was 40, 46, 47. Yeah, I think I was like 47 years old. She's actually 5 years older than me. But she's actually older than I am. You like that story, Gail? It's a different one, isn't it? Yeah, sometimes things just happen, and you don't expect it. And I think that's probably how things should happen. Don't make them happen; they just happen on their own. You're just drawn to the person, and just because maybe you haven't found that person yet doesn't mean you never will. You know. And nothing says there's only one person for you in life, because I don't believe that either. I think that I think you can have, multiple people in your life. And what I'm meaning by that is, let's just say you had a marriage that went bad or something like that, and you got a divorce. It doesn't mean you're not going to find that person again. It just doesn't mean that at all. I got this clay. I should have wedged it. Nothing guarantees that you pull stuff out of a bag and it's perfect, because it ain't. It ain't perfect. I like to call it getting lucky if it works out coming out of the bag. But you really should wedge your clay. I have to share mine too, Murray. We'll share it. Yeah. More than welcome to. That's exactly right, Seymour. That's exactly right. Don't go looking for it, because I'm telling you, it will find you. Like I said, I was just looking to go out on a date and meet new people. That's all it was. I wasn't looking for my lifelong partner. I still got something in this clay. I think I got it. Let's try this again. Everybody share their story. So let's just say I think my wife knew that we were getting married before I do. I mean, we had both been through other relationships. That was the other thing is, we've been through some hard times in our own lives before we met each other. So I think that kind of, when you've been through all that and you realize what's really important to you, um, you get a narrow line that you start to follow when you're looking for somebody, or you're just out, meeting somebody, and you happen to come across that person that meets that line that matches you up or what you're looking for, and they feel the same way. And I guess if you've been through a lot like that, you kind of realize what you want and what you don't want. I was married for 20 years and got divorced. My honey now friended me on Facebook. We knew a lot of the same people because we went to rival high schools. We actually went to my sister. There we go. She said yes, never gave it up. Second thought, fast forward 30 plus years later, he friended me on dang nabbit. This piece is not being nice. I found more air pockets in here. This is a reminder, always wedge your clay. And you won't be doing this. Campus. The guy asked if he had a girlfriend. And yes, never gave it a second thought. Fast forward 30 years later. On, was it Facebook? I don't know about anybody else, but I have an itchy nose. I had one for a while now. Picture of a yearbook, and wrote me in your future, and wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing story. You see, it's funny how things like that just happen. Make a vase, not the one hole, but like 15 holes. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. The vase. Doesn't Ben Wolf make something like that? Ben Wolf Pottery. I think he makes a lot of pots. He probably makes something like that too. I can't say I've ever made anything like that though, but I think I know what you mean. Yeah, I think love will always find you. You don't actually have to look for it. That's my thought, you know. Most of the time it finds you when you're not even looking for it. You know, you're not even thinking about it. Perfect. In my book. Perfect. That mug sag on me. That mug sagged on me. I wonder if I put it down too hard. See that? I just saw that. I must have set it down too hard. Yeah, I can't fix it now. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Leah. Well, you can't see me yet, but you can hear me. I hope you can hear me now. For some reason, it just lost its connection. And I don't know why it lost its connection. All right. I think we're back up. Yeah, that was weird how it lost its connection for some reason. It says there's only 2 people watching. I must have lost quite a few people. They'll come back, hopefully. Yeah, so let's go back to your story, Leah. I got 3 people back. Well, she had this cousin, laugh out loud, and she tried hooking me up with him for years. But I was on stuff or dating other people, etc. So it was just never the right time and place. Y'all know how it goes. Yeah, you are. You're both hardcore for sure. You guys stuck it out. I wasn't just going to let you all go like that. If I look back at my phone, the phone's it's just blank. Well, after the fire, I got close with Cindy. You may remember that's my now mother-in-law. Well, the closer I got to her, the closer I got to him. Long story short, we got together. I also have had you got 5 people back. I had problems with my internal lady parts since puberty, basically endo, and it's been rough. Lost 3 babies, was recommended for a hysterectomy by 18. Wow. And was told I couldn't get pregnant and carry a baby. I'm trying to draw this one up a lot further and try to get some of that. Try to get some of the air pockets out of there. Carry a baby to term and deliver, blah, blah. Well, not even 6 months into our relationship, I was pregnant with our son. And God bless is so hilarious because even on birth control, I got pregnant with a daughter. Wow, Leah. Wow, that's amazing. Through all those odds. And it just happens. That's remarkable. Stay clean. It's funny how life works. Yeah. It's meant to be, just like Gail said. It's definitely meant to be. That's a remarkable story. Yeah, I bet you could write a book, Leah. I know, Olivia, that's the best friend that passed. Must be looking down, laughing her butt off, like, I told you. I'm sure she is, for sure. That's an incredible story, Leah. Oh, wow. Serenity Gail Grace. Olivia's middle name was Gail. Wow. I see. Well, it makes sense now. I feel like we get to know each other a lot better in this stream, don't you? Perfect. Well, I still got 5 people in here. I should have let my Facebook people know. I didn't let them know this time. I was too involved with trying to get that TikTok thing working. Yep, they look pretty close. Close enough to be brother and sister. That's funny. All right. Yeah, this clay is, you can see here, it's sticking to my hand. It's just a little bit too wet. Oh, did he go live? That's cool. Yeah, clay is just a little bit too wet, really. This one here's a little bit drier. Some of these came out of that one bag, and I think they were just a little bit too wet. And I was going to try them anyhow. You don't do TikTok? Yeah, I don't do TikTok too much either, Gail. But I saw that there were some potters on there too. And they were doing lives. So I thought, well, maybe I should try that too, you know? Just to help get the name out there further. Hey, Jackie. I like to try to do lives during the week. It's just difficult because I work during the week. I have a regular job I go to. So it makes it difficult. You know, sometimes I don't get off right at 5 o'clock, and then I'm rushing to get home and get dinner in and then get set up for the live. So I would like to do more lives during the week for sure. So it's not normal yet, to answer your question. Hey, Jacqueline. So, Gail, do you have a Facebook? If you do, I have a Facebook page and a group. Because I have a lot of people on Facebook too that usually don't come over to YouTube. So I feel like I should do some lives on Facebook. Kind of screwed that one up, didn't I? She kind of got wobbly. Okay, Gail. Yeah, I was just wondering. So what I'm going to try to do is do some lives over there too. What I usually do is just post a link over there so they come over here to YouTube and see me, but I know some of them don't do that. And I got quite a few people over there that follow me. I do like the look of these mugs. I think I like it. All right. You don't either, Leah. I do YouTube mainly. Learn things, pottery, crocheting, how to fix my sink, get a key. I understand, Gail. YouTube is full of that. I could probably make my own YouTube page just with fixing things because I've done quite a bit of everything. Kind of like Bob, you know? And people love to look that kind of stuff up because they don't know. And it's cheaper for them to be able to fix it themselves if they know the proper way of doing it. So I could probably have my own. Matter of fact, that page would probably grow faster than this one, just because of the nature of the beast, right? I mean, everybody is trying to save money. Oh boy, those two are pretty close to each other. Wow. Hey, Jacqueline. Hello? Jackie. Yo, Adrian. You come on to watch pottery streams. Well, that's the best place to find it, Gail. As you know, I'm sure. I basically built a small house. It was 24 foot by 48 foot. It was actually an addition onto my house. I built. It was a two-car garage with a 24 by 24 studio in the back for my pottery at the time, and had to build it myself because it was just the cheapest way to do it, and I learned how to do it. Hardest thing probably to do was probably fighting with the burrow and probably putting trusses up, because I put them up by hand. And they were in the studio. I used vaulted trusses, so they were up like this, you know, kind of like that. They were vaulted, so the ceiling was inside was like that. And I had two big ceiling fans in the middle, and then I had skylights in there too. This was a dream studio for me. Had its own bathroom, had my own sink, that I didn't have to worry about anything going down the drain that shouldn't be. It was perfect, actually. Mr. Presbytery, can you break for a minute and get Zoe to come in? There is a channel, Dad, how do I do it? That's good information. Oh, wow. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I could easily make I could easily make one of those channels for sure. All right, let me go up and bring my dog in the house since she doesn't want to come in. My dog's, it's cold outside. I mean, it's freezing outside. They love it out there. So, and of course, my wife probably wants to go to bed. So she wants the dogs to come in, so it's not left out there all night. So, let me go get her, bring her in. So, I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Alright, made it back. I got a drink while I was up there. So, but man, my dog did not want to come in the house. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she wanted to stay out. And it's freezing outside. I mean, it's just literally, it's freezing out there. She's just nuts. All right. Marco, how you doing? Go, I'll take my dog out. They gotta go out too. Normally schedule a walking program. That's funny. Yeah, we have two dogs. We have a Welsh Terrier, and I have an Airedale Terrier. And the Welsh Terrier is little, you know. She didn't want to come in at all. She just loved it out there. We don't have any snow here in central Pennsylvania. We have snow up north in like around Erie because they get the lake effect snow. But nothing in south central Pennsylvania. But it's cold. So if it was going to be any kind of precipitation, we would get snow. Or ice. It'd be one of those two for sure. Oh, wow. Yeah, Dogo Argentino. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that. Wow. Are Dogos, are they big dogs? I'm trying to picture what dog that is. She's a white pit bull. Oh, wow. So, okay, so I have an idea then. Skylar. You're the birthday girl. Wow. A happy birthday. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad. I hope you had a good birthday today. He identifies a tank. That's cute. I could definitely see Leah as a T-Rex. You launch down the stairs. I think all these mugs are turned out pretty much the same. They could definitely be brothers and sisters. Oh, Ben Wolf is in the house, huh? How you doing, Mr. Ben? I'm doing well. Just making mugs. Making bunches and bunches of mugs. Yeah, bunches and bunches. I got 8 so far. Oh, thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, some of my clay that I first grabbed was a little bit too wet. This one here is not too bad. One of the other pieces I measured out, the clay is sticking to my hands. It's just too wet for me to throw. So I'm picking my pieces carefully. Is Joel still on? I heard he was on doing a live again. Skylar, you're full of yourself with your birthday, aren't you? His phone died. Oh, Joel's phone died. Oh. I keep mine plugged in when I'm doing a live. Or McDonald. He didn't figure ID. The Strong's abbreviation makes no sense because, as I see it, as well, means for vacation. It seems like we were lifting. Yeah, I remember Norm Macdonald. Yeah. That was back when Saturday Night Live was actually pretty funny. I haven't watched it for a long time, so I don't know if they ever got back some good people or not. UND Ben. Yeah, no Bob tonight. Yeah, we have nobody has heard of him for a while, so we kind of wonder what happened to Bob. He typically doesn't miss my stream, so Yeah, I'm not sure how to reach him either. I don't think I have his number. Maybe I do have his number. I think he may have texted me at one time. I may have to see if I can get a hold of him. Yeah, I think he might have texted me one time. But well, maybe he just got busy. I need another. Where are? Oh, right behind me. All right. I think we're still within the same family of shape. We're still doing good. If you ask me, they're looking better. I don't know if I'm going to put a full handle on them though or not. I guess I should. Laura Des, hello. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for the hearts. Whoever sent them, thank you. I'm doing great. It's a Friday night. I appreciate the hearts though. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. It's a Friday night. Friday night and you're doing something you love to do. Can't kind of beat that, You got friends to talk to. Oh, itchy nose. You love my lives. Well, thank you. I love the fact all you hear are spend time with me. That kind of, that means quite a bit. You're taking time out of your day to watch me, to spend time with me. That means a lot. Time is valuable. What did I do? Yeah, that's for sure, Leah. You are probably the most consistent one, persistent one. Oh, there's an air pocket. I think I just closed it, but we'll see. I heard it snap, so I think it went closed. I like that one already. What number am I on now? This is number 10. I'm not going super fast, by the way. Not like Mr. Ben. I can't beat Ben. Yeah, ain't that funny how we all remember that phone number? Jenny got a lot of phone calls. Yeah, I probably spend a little bit too much time on my mugs. If I would have been making production right now, they would have fired my butt. Yeah, who sang that song? Tom Petty? That's the name that comes to my mind. It's Tom Petty, but maybe I'm wrong. Well, I called it. We all called that number. Maybe one of us get lucky with Jenny. Maybe she'd actually answer the phone. It takes you like 20 minutes to center? Ah, it does not, Joe. I think You're doing really good, Joel. I don't think it takes you that long. It don't take me long to center. Unless I have a piece that's giving me an issue where I have a spot in it that might be... Probably, it's usually, if I have trouble centering, it's because I did not wedge correctly or didn't wedge at all, like I did here. But if you wedge your clay good, you usually don't have any problem with that. Yeah, there we go. They're pretty close, right? So. It's only a pound of clay, so they're pretty thin-walled mugs. I mean, they're roughly 1/8 of an inch thick. So, Tommy Two-Tone. Ah, yes. Tommy Two-Tone. You're absolutely right, Ben. Tommy Two-Tone and Destroyers, right? Is that what it was? What the name of the band? You've given that number out as your number. That's funny. And you know what? People today wouldn't have any idea. Unless you're a Gen Xer, then you probably do know. That's funny. Who was my favorite group? Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh. I had a lot of them, you know? I had a lot of good... I mean, my favorite... Gosh. You know what? I'd have to say my favorite band... Well, it's hard to say. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you, one of my favorite bands was Rush. I loved Rush. I loved every member of that group. I mean, they were wonderful musicians. They knew how to play music, you know? So Rush would have to be one of my all-time favorites. Right up there with Aerosmith. Let's see. My gosh. Now you got me thinking. It was the best back then. I mean, music was awesome back then, you know? I mean, yeah, we had the big hair bands, but you know, even some of them were pretty cool. I liked Leonard Skinner. My gosh. My problem is I like all kinds of music, you know, but I mainly liked rock music, but I would listen to almost anything. Yeah, tell me about it, Ben. That would be awesome. I love Rush was just man, it was just an awesome band, and the drummer. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. That drummer was freaking awesome. I mean, the guy knew how to drum. I mean, what was his name? What was his name? Laus or I can't remember his name now. Do it, Ben. Do it. Oh man, yeah, they were a Canadian band for sure. And they still live there today, as far as I know. Yeah, I love the '70s. Tom Sawyer. Yeah, I love that was a good song too. I had an English project that I had to do on the Tom Sawyer book, and since I live close to Gettysburg, we took a video camera, my friend and I, and we acted out a little skit in Tom Sawyer over at Devil's Den, and we both got A+s on that project. But we had a little bit of Rush in that music and that and everything. You know, it was awesome. Those were the days, man. I love the music. I mean, music is everything to me. But I especially appreciated a good musician. I mean, a person that knew how to play their instrument was just, I mean, you just couldn't go wrong, you know? Just listen to that all the time. His name was Lars, wasn't it? That was on the drums? Lars? That's the name that comes to mind anyhow. I'm not sure that's his name, but I think he died of cancer. Your mom always woke you up with music. Well, that's cool. Then you had a cool mom then. Well, I liked Queen. I liked AC/DC, Led Zeppelin. I think I said that one. There's just so many. You know, there's so many good bands that back then. Neil Peart, thank you. Thank you, Joel. Neil Peart. And the lead singer's last name was Getty, right? Or something like that? Yeah, exactly. Well, that makes sense. That she never wanted you to be stressed, for sure. Yeah, Neil, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Joel, because that would have ate me up if I didn't know his name. He was a drumming machine. That man. Whew. Even today, I'll go on YouTube and look up his drum solos and stuff like that, and watch and just watch the band play and stuff. And Love it. I wish we could play music here. I'd be jamming right now. That was a little bit wider, but it's thinner. Same height though. Getty, yeah, Getty Lee. There you go. Getty Images Lee. That's a good one, Ben. Oh, man. Alex, yeah. Alex was, man, he was awesome on guitar. Still is. But Getty was the singer. He was lead singer. In fact, when she died, she wanted us to, where's the Johnny Cash, Eric Clapton, and Rod Stewart. Wow. Gail says, I'm going to sleep. My eyes are closing on me. Have a good night, everybody. Good night, Gail. Thank you for stopping in. Spend some time with us. Appreciate it. Yeah, he definitely was an awesome musician. They all were, you know. Then where am I come up with the name Lars from? Now that's driving me nuts because I know there's a band member, Lars. Wait a second, Lars. He was another drummer. But what band was he in? Metallica. Is that it? Is that the... I think that's the one, Lars, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's another drummer that's really good, too. And Metallica, you know, everybody went nuts on Metallica when he... Yeah, thank you. They were changing their tuner a little bit or something like that. They didn't feel like they were hard rock anymore and stuff, but they were actually just getting better, you know? I thought they were. I mean, that band came a long way. And some of the compositions they put together were really incredible. If you really listen to them, they're really good compositions. Okay. Boom, on him. Okay. I don't know why that name stuck in my head, but it it's weird how that happens. It's just... Well, yeah, I mean, Metallica was another band that just, you know, they got better in time, I think. Did you guys ever go see TSO at all? Usually around this time of the year they come around here. I'm eating my sherbet, which means I'm hitting the hay soon. Oh my gosh, it's only 11 o'clock. Come on. Toronto. Ah, Joel, you're funny. Oh man. That was a joke, right? Wow. That's awesome. That would be awesome to see Metallica at that time. You're right, for a 14-year-old, that was a, oh man. Well, Ben, who took you to that concert? Because you obviously couldn't drive at that time. That was funny, Joel. Oh man, that got me to laugh, boy. Wow. See, Ben, that was back in the day when parents just, they either didn't care about us or, they thought they could trust everybody back then. I mean, it wasn't bad growing up around then, And for parents to drop you off at a Metallica concert, holy smokes. I mean, in my eyes, they were cool parents. That would have been really cool to see them live, especially where you were at. They wore you out. Yeah, it's okay, Leah. I understand. I made a wobbly mug. That's the first one for this evening. Wobbly. It's all right. It don't wobble now, so we're all right. I don't know how the lead singer of Metallica can keep his voice, Dang, nabbit. Bumped it. I tell you what, another good band is Pearl Jam. No, we had to learn the hard way when when song one came out. The brutal good thumped a bunch. It thumped back a bunch. Yeah, you were in what they call the mosh pit. That was a rough area to be. But it was the funnest area to be. I gotta say that. Oh, wow, that's cool. You have their guitar picks. That is awesome. You know, back then too, Ben, you went to concerts like that. There's one thing that they always passed around in those concerts. They always had to pass the bong around, or the bowl, or just the regular joint, which was funny. I'm going to have to call it a night here. Have a good night and stay well. Thank you, Joel. Thank you for stopping in. Stick around for a while. It gave me a good laugh. You have a good evening. That's pretty cool. They're all pretty close to each other. They could be brothers and sisters, right? Let's face it, we don't make stuff in a mold. We have a lot of handles to put on, that's for sure. All right, keep on trucking. Have a couple under scare picks. Whoa! Whoa, man. That's awesome. You saw all the good bands then, dude. I'm a bit jealous of that, because that would have been awesome. They could, Murray. FCJ. Oh, man. Freshies. Merfolk. What in God's name is merfolk? That's funny. BWP. Ben Wolfpack. Ben, was it you that said merfolk? He probably did come up with something like that. Oh, dude. Yeah, it wasn't the original guys, that's, you know, but still. And the ZZ Top yet. I mean, dang. Joel. You know what, Joel? It kind of does sound like it came out of your mouth. That's funny. Yeah, because the word folk sounds like it's Canadian, eh? Definitely Canadian humor. Oh, man. It's funny, we were talking about it at work today. Somebody was telling me about Canadians. Not specifically all Canadians, but they were saying about the French Canadians. He said, man, they're all mean up there. I guess they're talking about the French ones, you know. I said, well, that's weird. I said, I know somebody it's in Ontario. I said, they're perfectly fine. He goes, well, yeah, they are down there, but not the French Canadians. Mere folk. Oh, my gosh. French are whack. Yeah, 'cause I was telling him about you, Joel. He said, I said, the person I know of, I said, he's not nothing like that. He said, I think they just want to yell at you just because. It makes their day. The Canadian divide. I'm sure they're so nice in Louisiana. Yeah. Oh, man. They're also whack there, huh? Dang nabbit. I didn't even know they had Frenchies down there. Oh, this one don't look good. The French capital of the U.S. I didn't know that, Ben. Oh, man. Real creeps. Real peeps. Very proud people, oh yeah? Oh, my. I screwed this one up, I think. I think I pulled way too much up. I'm going to try to save it. Alright, that will do. That will make it happen. Man, it's like 11 o'clock. It feels like everybody's going to bed. No, not quite yet. The funny thing is my wife is still awake, which is surprising me. She's a person that's up by like 5 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock. Oh, I've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm gonna have to start earlier, I guess. I could do this for hours, man. I mean, hours and hours. This is fun. Me and Ryan are like y'all, but opposite. He's up early and I'm the night owl. Yeah, I'm the night owl for sure. Yeah, my wife, she's up, man. I mean, we're talking the crack of dawn. I mean, she didn't even put her underwear on yet. I mean, you know, that early. Dawn don't even have a chance to shine. Well, 8, 9, 12. I guess he wasn't that thin. Still able to pick him up without bending. All right. Yeah, these look pretty cool. I like this shape of mug. These are starting to harden up a little bit more now. They're not sticking quite as much to my hands. See, nights like this, all I'll do is just, I'll sit down here, turn the radio up, spend time on the wheel. Still alive, yes I am. Oh, get too dry. Get too dry. Uh-oh. There's a classic example. Yep. Getting too dry. I went too thin. Right there. Too thin. Try and do too much at one time. And it was too dry. And I don't think I'm going to get past that. I'll try and get past it, but I I don't see me getting past it with all this clay. I just took it way too far. All right, off the bale of hay. Best wishes. All right. We'll catch you later, Ben. Thank you for stopping in, brother. Oh, I don't like it. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. Oh my. You don't even feel right. It's just the clay doesn't feel right to me. The mug. It's very, very thin right here. I managed to move that spot up, but it's still lousy. I'm gonna collapse it, start over. Can't deal with that. I might as well call it a night here soon anyhow, because everybody's going to bed. And maybe I'll do another live tomorrow night, or tomorrow not so late. Maybe that's what I should do. Because I still got plenty of these mugs to make. I mean, I did, what, 13 mugs tonight. So, I'm on my way. Yes, please. Yeah, I think I will do that. I mean, it's like 4 people watching. So, if I had a lot more people, I wouldn't stop yet. But we can pick this up again tomorrow, where we left off, and I'm going to have to do handles. I've got a lot of handles to do, lots of handles. Plus, I want to put a logo in front of these mugs too. That's more work. Oh boy! And I also have to make more dolphins. The dolphin glasses, if you want to call them that. It has been a good stream. I thought so. Nobody bugged us, you know. No interference, which was awesome. Maybe YouTube's watching this stream now and they're making sure. But yeah, I gotta make a couple more of those. I probably should make more than that, to be honest with you. Because sometimes what happens is they bend too far in, and then you just can't use them, you know. So they don't look good. If you fire them, they're not going to look any better. So that's what I'll do. I'll come on tomorrow. I don't know what time yet, but I'll try to let you all know at what time I'll be on. So if you subscribe and you hit the bell for tomorrow, you'll be able to catch me tomorrow. Did you hear that, Kay? Oh, man. My wife's got to love me. Just digging that clay into my jeans. All right. Oh, my goodness. My nose itches. All right. Let me pull this off of here. There we go. That's why I looked at it all night. So, there we go. All right. I don't know how many of you are on here now. What, 3 of you? All right. Well, hey, catch me tomorrow. Hit the bell so you get notified. And I'll come back on tomorrow and we'll do some more throwing. Maybe put some handles on some mugs. I got quite a few of those to do. Gotta make a lot more mugs yet. I gotta do those logos too before these mugs dry. So, yeah, I'm glad you'll be there. And I'm glad you always love my streams too. I think they're pretty cool, you know? I sure do. I think they're pretty cool. We have fun. So, all right, we'll see you all tomorrow. I'll let you know as soon as I decide it's a good time, and hopefully it's a good time for you all. So you all have a good evening. Thank you for watching. Catch you tomorrow.